What up, guys?
We are
Three. We are not
We are-
two. We are three.
We are-
three. We are three. Oh, shame, Dana. But hi, guys. Welcome back to my channel. It is good to be back. I feel like Dindot. But guys, we are three and we are back. We're
Yeah.
back.
Back.
We're back. We're back. We're back. Otherwise, my name is Dombi and this is Sipo and we are
Oh snap! Snapping at every topic that makes your fingers. I
Snap.
feel like she was not gonna say that. What were you gonna say?
The Totos.
I'm like, I was not gonna say that. Yeah.
Yeah,
We the
we are
Totos.
Snap, but we are the Totos. And today we have something just very chilled and very funny at the same time.
Yeah.
But guys, please make sure you do subscribe, like, and share, and help us get to 2K subscribers.
The road to 2K.
Road to 2K. Yeah, guys.
Just to explain the baby issue, guys, we are not gonna shoot this podcast if we put this one down.
No.
Like, there's just times where she just doesn't want to be down. Like,
Yeah,
literally.
she's becomes very clingy.
Yeah. So if we want to try to shoot,
Look at her. The way
if we
she's
put
looking.
this one down, like literally, like she's closing her eyes, her pants.
That's her.
So we're just taking her along, taking her along.
Tagging her along.
That's the only way we can shoot it.
She's here. So let me say the topic for today is like the little, I don't know how to put it, but it's like the little petty fights one has like during pregnancy.
Yeah.
And some people get dumped. Follow my eyes. Follow my eyes. So someone singing must be. I remember, like, now I understand this narrative when people say that when you are pregnant, like, nyatikana, you don't want to be in each other's faces and everything. The baby daddy can be too much. You don't want to see him, blah, blah, blah. Until, I think I was 7 months pregnant, né?
Yeah.
7 months pregnant. Okay. She's yawning. 7 months pregnant and I just got tired of my husband.
Bruh, I think just to any guy out there, the doctor actually warned me.
Yeah, the doctor.
So when we went to the doctor and we find out that we're pregnant, he actually warned us like, no, listen, you are in this period now. Petty stuff is going to happen. Yeah, man.
There we go.
Petty stuff is going to happen. You know, literally, she's gonna be fighting for everything. She's gonna be forgetful. She's gonna be needy. And for me, I was like,
Not dome.
my wife's not like that. My wife needy. No, my wife can survive with 2 days without me. You know, my wife petty. Nah. Dude, I took that for granted. Like, guys, in the period of 9 months. No, like 3 months 6 months because we found out after 3 months. Like,
Yeah.
I got dumped 5 different occasions. Like,
Guys, this other time I dumped him and I still didn't sleep on the bed. And then
that time she's got a huge stomach.
And then he was like, Dobby, is a baby? And I was like, and he's the end.
And you see, this is a situation where we get to a fight during that time, and both of us don't know what the fight is about.
You forget what the fight was about. That, okay, I was angry for it, but now you said I must go sleep on the bed. Now I'm angry for the bed.
So one time I got down because I asked Ndombi, like, I was coming back from work. I could see she was not okay. So I asked, are you okay? And she was like, no. She was saying, she's still like, yes, I'm okay. So okay, cool. Let me just make you food. Then after that, she's crying because she was contributing to it.
Okay, popcorn.
So after that, I realized that someone is really not happy now. And while I'm telling me, and I started looking for Dombi around the house.
And he couldn't find
Couldn't
me.
find her. Like, and I look for the car keys. I don't see the car keys. I'm like, what's going on? It was so. And I go,
And I have a blanket.
and I'm like, what's going on? The anger is that you asked me if I was okay, and I tell you I'm okay, and you believe that.
And you didn't note that I was not okay.
And I was like, no, I did know that. That's the reason I asked you, are you okay? And then you said
How can you ask, are you okay, if I'm not okay? Like, guys, explain.
But how am I supposed to know? And then like, they're not giving you room to talk. Like, yeah, like, do you want
And then-
tea, coffee? I'm thinking, like, okay, give the space a space.
And what made me angry was the fact that even when you asked me that, in the room, he's still laughing at things on Facebook, on Facebook, on WhatsApp, and I'm like, how can you be laughing if your wife is not okay?
Because you know what, like before, like dude, telling you, when Ndombe was pregnant, she was a different person. Because before that, Ndombe, like when she was not pregnant, if you ask her, she's not happy, she will just be honest with you. And if you didn't pick it up, she will tell you that no, I'm not happy. Like, you know.
1, 2, 3, 4.
But during pregnancy, I do feel out stuff. You're like, what?
Cheers.
What?
Cheers. And I remember I was in the car, and then he came in, and then he was like trying to soften me up and asking that, are you okay? And obviously you're gonna play a hard to get type of vibe. And guys, when I was pregnant, the time thing, like
and you see, this is the thing, like I understand, like that's some people's relationships, like time to time. But to us, we've never been that type of a couple. Like we've never been a couple of being needy to each other. You know, like we've always been like, okay, what's going on? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and when we sort it, we're good. So being with someone like that for 4 years, and then suddenly someone's like needy.
Yeah,
you
I
get
was
confused.
very needy.
You're like,
I was very needy. Even when he does want to give me the chest, I would be.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like,
even when he didn't want to give me sex.
Guys, I just want to say, like during pregnancy, I've never said this before to you, and a part of me was like, I'm beginning to dislike sex. That's a lot. Like.
And then I would
imagine if I'm a guy and I was saying, yeah, this is a lot, it's too much sex now.
And what I would say, I was
that
like,
means there's too much sex. I mean, if as a guy to come, I mean, you know, as guys, we just want to take it. Come on, go to guy.
And then I would say to him, often. And I would say,
and now, the thing is, it's not romantic. Because the way that the person is asking for sex, you're like,
I would say, I don't deep.
Dude, but I'm just there watching TV like, I'm saying Rumin. Like, what's your TV Rumin? I need phone sex. Like, that's how you ask for sex?
Pregnancy hormones, guys.
Yo.
It was pregnancy hormones. And then if he doesn't want to give me, and then I'll be like, you didn't give me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like, I would count. And I'm like drawing closer to birth, and when I in and stuff, and then I would be angry. And then those things, it would be a lot, and then I break, and then I dumped him. But I think my number one is when I dumped you, and then the next day you took me to the beach. And I dumped him to a point that I told him how we will co-parent.
Bro, imagine someone like dumps you, and then after that you find a letter how you guys are gonna co-parent. Like, this was not even born. This is where I'm gonna stay, you're gonna stay here. This is how much money you're gonna send monthly. Like, aye. That time you actually remote. Like, I'm like,
guys, I didn't want him, and to a point that I dumped him, to a point that he switched stats. That when
how many relationships end when people are pregnant? And by the way, there's a lot. Like, relationships do end when people are pregnant. Like, there is a lot.
They do.
Because actually, my aunt said that that's the reason in the older days when a woman is pregnant, they will encourage the woman to go and stay with the in-laws.
Yes.
And then the husband just continues working because there's just crazy fights.
Yeah.
And at times those fights can end up having real consequences. Because at times when people are fighting, you do say things that you can tend to regret later on. But now you've already said it. You can't. So imagine now, like, I'm co-parenting.
And I told him how we're gonna co-parent, and how when he's gonna visit the child, in how we're gonna do the finances. Like, guys, I had a plan.
For your remote, like this, not for cheating.
And that it's not, guys. It's petty
it's not
stuff.
It's not strong.
It's not strong. It's petty stuff.
Like, it's like such petty that you can't even tell someone else.
Like, you'd be so embarrassed.
You'd be embarrassed. Yeah.
You'd be embarrassed, and like, or maybe for example he buys the wrong pizza. Like, such stuff. Like, you become petty, and you're like, what the heck? Or if he's on his phone, it's like, you're not giving me enough attention.
That time, you're playing with your phone because you're not giving me attention. I'm like, Bulele. Like yours. And that's the thing is that we've never been in that type of a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, we've never been in the type of relationship where let's cuddle. Let me see what you're playing
and
with.
Become or he doesn't want to tell me what he's watching, and then I become angry.
Yeah, because like I know you're not interested in this. Like,
but the problem with Usipo, guys, I'll ask ma, what are you watching? And then he's like, no, I'm just checking out something. What are you watching?
Because you know what? That time I'm really checking out something. And the thing is,
always.
The thing is that they change a land.
But baby,
so
just tell me the name.
What's the thing?
I want to know.
What?
Just tell me about. I'm watching Bad Boys. Okay. But Usipo. Oh God. I'm checking something.
Because you know what? For me, I'm the kind of person. Usually, when I watch things, I don't finish them.
But
because the times you can watch it like there has a Pelanjan land, so you change it.
But the name.
And by the way, Undombi is not a good watcher. Like, we're watching with you, she's busy on her phone all the time. And Akbuzi. Akpaza is like, oh, hey, fake why is this one living with this one? What happened? Like, dude, I'm watching the same thing.
But I'm there.
So now you have to pause. You don't even know where is it correct?
And the reason why he doesn't want to tell me, he doesn't want to watch with me. That's why he doesn't.
Because like literally, you can watch like Why Did I Get Married? Tell her parent. Don't on your phone, and then out of the blue, dude, the whole movie they've been married to each other, they were even kissing. Like she's on her phone.
Oh, but baby, how did you feel when I dumped you? Like, go to Ongengelwandle. And I was like, I'm done with this marriage. I don't want to do anything. I thought marriage was... And guys, the metal line.
It's not you.
It's not you. It's me.
You can't bounce back from that line.
And
once someone says that...
And I made sure when I dumped him, I don't note the wrong things he's doing. I only noted the things that I'm...
What? I can't deal with like... And that time, deep, I was like, yeah, I can go because we don't know what's going on with you. But you can't say that. Was like, yeah, pay the relationship fine.
Okay. How did you feel?
Confused. Like, like literally confused. Literally confused. I'm like, I think one of the most confusing is like, I'm like, why? Like, cause like I can't remote pizza because I bought the wrong pizza. Like I can't. And that time, Umdu is crying. Bro.
And I'm also angry. Why did you let me sleep alone, not in the same bed with you?
Bro.
I also got angry.
Oh yeah, this one time, Olale couching, I tried them for a whole 30 minutes.
And I cried.
Now, come back, I'm saying I'm the wound. They're like. Hey dude, that was the mistake. So to any person out there who's like who's gonna be pregnant or what, bro, those things do happen. Those things do serious. Yeah. But I guess somewhere along the line, just try to find ways of, because one of the ways solution of that, just as the person is pregnant, take her out. Yeah, man. Go to the park. Yeah, man.
Give her space.
Yes, that one is you can't run away from it.
You
need to go to the gym for that one.
You won't do anything.
That time you're like, oh, you just did 1 hour ago. Like I wanna ask is like when you're pregnant you were more horny.
Yeah, I was.
What makes that?
Like ingati, kasensusele edge. Like there's an urge I always had.
Even after 1 hour.
Guys, I even tried to be spontaneous and wear lingerie. Then when he gets back from work, I'm like, I'm ready.
That time I'm like, no, because we've been doing this thing. I'm like, huge. Like sometimes I'm like, oh yes, listen, no, it was 5 hours ago. Like 5 hours ago, we were here. We're just been this way again. I'm like, dude, it was just a lot.
But guys, go when you're pregnant. Like I feel like you're terrified. Like these guys must you guys.
No.
Because one thing, guys, and he was like, what? He said this, you see, like it was so manly, and I was like, even when I was angry, I'm not angry anymore.
The problem with that, you end up doing that every week.
But I didn't do it every week.
But almost every week there was a crazy fight.
But it was something different.
But still crazy fight. Like still petty. But I wondered, like, do other people also have the same experience when they're pregnant? Like, do they end up...
Yes, please do share down.
Like, as women, do you end up having, you know, like... Because for example, like now I'm talking with that... Now Uzuri is here. She's totally gone back to herself. Like, she's no longer needy. She's no longer...
Like, I can sit
petrified. Like, she's the Ndomi that I got. This is the Ndomi that I know.
But Sanumiti,
that's 6 months. And by the way, there was a time I was contemplating, like, I think it's Montflugado, but I don't know who is this anymore.
It's your baby. It's your
Dude.
baby. But I think any little baby, honestly, you know what is important as well. Maybe men should not get tired as well. When women act out like that. They must
it's a situation.
It's a situation. Sometimes you can't control it, or sometimes you feel like crying. You don't know why. Sometimes you just need. Like, there was a point that I felt like Sipo can live inside of me. Like, that's how much I felt, you know. But you don't understand. But I think men should just show up, be their support, even when you feel like they're angry or crying. They must just be there.
So I remember this one time Domi was cooking. So I think she was gonna cook a macaroni salad. and sweet potato. She cooks macaroni and then she's like, okay, I'm done. The mistake that I did was, sorry, la salad, she just went.
I snapped.
Cried.
I snapped.
Cried. Like, you don't know how it's like to be me. You don't know how it's like to have a child, to carry a child.
Guys, I was tired.
And the snapping is not like, you know, call and come back, they born to snap. No, the person is just friendly, and then out of the blue, I snap comma. And at times, you make the wrong joke.
Here's what another thing that made
So I end up not doing jokes anymore.
Yeah.
But also not doing jokes like, you don't tense, you don't stress. Digi when deep, like, kind of click side. I end up offending you with the things that I click inside. And take one, wow, we're in out it, but we shaka papa.
That your jokes still tick me off till today. They didn't. Ever since I gave birth, Sipo's jokes tick me off. Like, they provoke me, and I'm like Sipo, guys. I'm gonna make an example. Like, Sipo would say, "Yo, I think you know if wouldn't I like if wouldn't I won't be like."
Just to give a scenario, ne? So one time when we were pregnant, then the Patricia shoes like a real stomach. Bro, you know, like this type kind of stomach come, hey, you so far up. So I end up sleeping on the floor.
And then I said he's Superman.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey, he's all far up. It's cool. Don't make fun, leaves me unmarried, it's fine. So the following day, it's paid. So now she's making fun of me, but hey, Zolo, you almost died. You're behaving like Superman on the floor. We are laughing at my pain because it's over. 2 days later, don't be like produce shoes. She goes through the same process, but she keeps on doing this thing of okay, it's cool.
I think I was also vomit.
So she keeps on doing that. Okay, it's fine. Similar to my bed, right? Then 2 days later,
I had a stomach ache.
You're fine.
Yeah.
So now I'm the one who's making fun of what she was doing.
You can't make fun of a pregnant person.
I have a greater building.